Pyongyang's official Korean Central News Agency said it was a Hwasong-12 intermediate-range missile that the North first successfully tested in May and threatened to fire into waters near Guam earlier this month. In a statement, U.S. President Donald Trump said North Korea had signaled its contempt for its neighbors and that all options are on the table in terms of a U.S. response. Any new test worries Washington and its allies because it presumably puts North Korea a step closer to its goal of an arsenal of nuclear missiles that can reliably target the United States. Tuesday's test, however, looks especially aggressive to Washington, Seoul, and Tokyo. North Korea has conducted launches at an unusually fast pace this year 13 times, Seoul says, and some analysts believe it could have viable long-range nuclear missiles before the end of Trump's first term in early 2021. Some outside observers said launching a road-mobile missile from an airport runway could demonstrate the North's ability to fire its missiles from anywhere in the country. Tuesday's missile landed nowhere near Guam, but firing a Hwasong-12 so soon after the Guam threat may be a way for North Korea to show it could follow through if it chose to do so. Guam is 3,400 kilometers, 2,110 miles, away from North Korea, but South Korea's military said the North may have fired the most recent missile at a shorter range. Trump said in his statement that threatening and destabilizing actions only increase the North Korean regime's isolation in the region and among all nations of the world, and that all options are on the table. The launch was also condemned by UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres, Britain, France, Germany, Russia, and a number of other countries. Tokyo said there was no reported damage from the missile. Residents on Hokkaido were warned of a North Korean missile launch by an alert on their cell phones, with loud alarms and an email that told people to stay indoors. Speakers broadcast an alert saying, "Missile is passing, missile is passing." Tuesday's launch came days after North Korea fired what was assessed as 3 short-range ballistic missiles into the sea, and a month after its second test of an intercontinental ballistic missile, which analysts say could reach deep into the U.S. mainland when perfected. In an unusual move, the military in Seoul released videos of 3 South Korean missile tests conducted last week. They showed 2 types of new missiles with ranges of 800 kilometers, 500 miles, and 500 kilometers, 310 miles, being fired from truck-mounted launchers. North Korea regularly says Korean military drills are a rehearsal for invasion, and North Korea's UN ambassador, Ga Song-nam, wrote recently that the exercises are provocative and aggressive at a time when the Korean peninsula is like a time bomb. Associated Press writer Yuri Kageyama in Tokyo contributed to this report.